Question about the fear of the Lord. We are told again and again to fear the Lord in the Old Testament, especially in the Psalms, but in the New Testament it is hardly ever mentioned. In Luke 1:74, Zechariah predicts we will serve him without fear. Should I fear the Lord now in light of all the mercy he has shown?
Luther made the distinction in answering that same question centuries ago, that when the Bible speaks of the fear of the Lord, it speaks not of the fear that a prisoner has who's being tortured by his tormentor, or what Luther called a servile fear, but rather he speaks of a filial fear, the fear we have of failing to honor and glorify God. That it's not that dreadful concept, but rather it's the sense of reverence and awe that you have to have, which is the beginning of wisdom. And that doesn't change from the Old Testament to the New Testament. The fear of God is, although it's not without trembling. And the New Testament does tell us that as we grow in fear and trembling as we're working out our salvation. So that there's always that sense of awe and trembling before the magnificent glory and majesty of God, and a fear of dishonoring him and failing to respect and adoring him, which is at the heart of the spiritual pilgrimage of every true believer.
Yeah, Paul says, knowing the fear of the Lord, we persuade men. But that's fearing God in that sense. We fear, on the one hand, his wrath on the unbeliever. We fear, in the other sense, his holy expectation of our faithfulness in the dispersion of the gospel.
I don't know, John, did you notice coming up I-4 the sign that was that's this church that is put up prominently that says, God is not angry? Have you seen that?
No.
Only in Orlando can you have that, you know. This huge big sign that this church has put up called Grace Church. God is not angry.
That's really helpful.
Yeah, really. God, I said, except for those who put up signs like this along the road, you know. Yeah. Imagine, what kind of a gospel do you teach to people to say, there's no anger left in God? What are we saved from?
Right, of course.
We're saved from the wrath that is to come.
Yeah. God is angry with the wicked every day.
Exactly.
Try that sign in front of your church.
Yeah.